And everyone knows how to make an arm lock like this. Simple jiu-jitsu arm lock. Yeah. You know this one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, the principle I want to train with you to disturb the structure is the principle of 2 powers. 2 powers at the same time. So that means if I do it incorrectly, which most people are doing, is that I grab this and I push only downward because I want to block his elbow. But if he loosens up his shoulder, he's out, no matter how much power I use. So this is what we are going to train first. So it's also his exercise. I'm going to put pressure, he's going to get out of it. And I take pressure again, he's coming to get out. So both arms. So he's doing it with me. So this. It's only working because I get scared of the pain and I lock my shoulder. But when I lose my shoulder, I'm going to get out of it. Yeah? So as soon as you get it, whoa. Try that first. Yeah? To get a bit feeling of that. Yeah? Go. I go to the principle of 2 powers. So we need to develop something which, well, makes it difficult for him to come out. More difficult. Look, so what you've been trying before, and he's coming out. Yeah? Now the 2 powers, 2 force factors, which means one is going down, but a human body is able to resist a force, even 2 or 3, as long as the forces are in the same direction of contrary. So, when I do this, and I use now a force, when you look at the shoulder now, it's like this. No? So what I'm going to do is I put, can you give me a stick? Please? Thank you. So the stick is like, no, the stick is not like that, but his hand is like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a force into his shoulder in this way, preferably that. So what you get is this. I go down, and that's with my body. With my body I go down. Now with my elbow, I push in his shoulder. Yeah? So when I grab him, I go down, but he can escape now. Yeah? So I go down, back. So go down, down, keep the pressure, because when I lose it and I only do, then he can escape it. So go down, feel the pressure in his shoulder. You keep the pressure here. Shoulder. You can do all kind of things. Well, some people like it, you know. So go down and backward. Yeah? Try.
Great, thank you.
Thank you. The Vladimir trick. Yeah, because you know, Vladimir is doing a lot of things like, and then the whole structure is going down. It has to do with the same thing, 2 factors. Look, when I push his head and he's resisting, it's not working. Even when I'm going to do this, it's not working. But when I use the same principle as I just did with the shoulder, it's here, and I just grab him here, and I push, and he's going down. Yeah? So, and the structure is. See what I'm doing?
Is it that you give him 2 different directions?
Yeah.
And he cannot coordinate it?
Yeah. This is one direction.
Yeah, okay.
This is the second. But when I do this, look. Well, it's not working. But when I do this, I just step in here.
Okay.
Yeah. And this principle is also, and Vladimir is using it. This is Vladimir.
the
Same principle.
The same principle with the log.
Yeah, same principle. One force here, one force there. Or there. But this is what Vladimir is doing. So when someone is attacking, that's Vladimir. Yeah. No, but this is the principle. So one force, second force. And they need to be there at the same time, because when I do first this one, then that, it are two powers separated.
Yeah.
So I need to do... So first practice it slowly. So pressure, really pressure, then try, if you pull here, or push there, if there is something happening with the structure. Then you put down. Yeah? Clear? Try. So, in biomechanics, you have you have more principles, but you have two general things. What we call a closed chain. We did it last time, I guess. Closed means I grab him, he grabs me. Now we are both in a closed kinetic chain. Push-ups.
So when I do the push-ups, this is a closed kinetic chain.
An advantage of, so judo, for example, is closed kinetic chain. And grappling, MMA. Yeah, closed kinetic chain. Boxing is open kinetic chain. Yeah. A closed kinetic chain has one advantage. It's very strong. It has also a disadvantage. It's very predictable. When I grab him, he knows where my hands are. So a lot of people look at bar fights, for example. They grab and the other one grabs also. Why? We both like it. Because it's safe. It's safe. But when someone is in front of you like this is not really safe. Because this all can come. So that makes more fearful. Yeah, so an open kinetic chain is unpredictable. So what I want you to do now is to use this principle in a situation where your opponent is using a closed kinetic chain. Now what I want you to do is to open it up. So, because when someone is grabbing you in one way or the other, so now he's like this, yeah, he's doing that because he feels safe. Maybe he is an MMA athlete or what, so he feels comfortable. So what I want you to do, you can use the head if your hands are free to do it, but now my hands are not free. But I want you to use the same, principle of the two powers. Yeah, the two. Now I can use with one hand two powers. Because there are two balls here. Yeah? So, but don't go to it, first to it. That is, oh yeah, now I can do what I want. Because when I pull this out, he is already alarmed. He can do also things. Yeah? So you have to work from the position where you are. But you have to do two things at the same time. Yeah? For example, here, this one. If I do this, I combine it with that. Two things at the same time. Preferably at different levels. Look. When I use only higher levels, so I do this and this, and now it's difficult. Yeah? Because I can't reach the correct angle, maybe like that, but it's not powerful enough. So when I do something like this or like this, I need to use my legs. But when I do only leg, when I only do the leg, you get this. He can compensate there. You see it a lot in grappling matches. Yeah? But he can compensate here. Well, so when I give a second force at the same time with this one, his body needs to choose. His body needs to choose. So both forces need to be real. So not think and then, because that's not helpful. when I do something here, it needs to be also something the body needs to work with. Yeah? So try. 2 powers, but different. Okay, now the thing is, sometimes the legal system in Holland, so the judge, wie nennt man das auf Deutsch?
Rechtssysteem.
Rechtssysteem. They asked me to do research in a murder case, for example. And I had now, in the last 2 years, I had 4 cases in which someone died by 1 hit. So just dead. So the question they asked me, is it possible to kill what? It was, but how? And in all the 4 cases, the victim died because of a rupture of the artery in the neck. So it did, and then you get a bleeding in the brain. So that. But for me, the interesting part is, how do you create such a result? Because that's interesting. Yeah? And the stupid thing is, it's not the quality of the punch. Because I don't know which one of you was ever fighting in the ring or in the street, but yeah, of course. But I don't know if you agree, but most knockouts are what we call lucky punches. So, and that's indeed true. If he doesn't see what I'm doing, all the things I'm actually doing have more effect. Because look, when I show him my fist, his whole organism is preparing for defense. Right? So the shoulders go up, you get more of this, the eyes go back. That's actually true, right? So when you do that to someone, the muscles of the eyes pull the eyes back. That's really true. Look, like that. But if he doesn't see this coming, his body is not able to prepare. So it's like, and then it almost poof. Yeah? So that's the principle which makes your action more effective. So don't show the other one what you're going to do. Because no matter how hard you hit, if he sees it coming, he's able to resist. Yeah? So if you're not that strong, don't show. So that means also in this grappling situation, so when he grabs you, and I think I have to do, don't move a lot, because it takes a lot of time, but he also feels what I'm going to do. It's maybe your goal to get that leg, but you need to do already something with him. So don't go to there without doing something with his structure. And it's not that I have to punch or to do something. Already movement, this is already doing something with him. You see? Just stretching my arm. And last time we were working with the cross connection, the cross link in the body. Right, left, left, right. So this. Now I can work. Yeah? But don't show it to him, because all the things are... But look, he's not doing anything. There's not happening anything. He's only using more power because I'm... So use something here. Use this here. And use that. It's just mechanic. But don't show. On the moment he feels something, you're already working with him. Yeah? That's also why I ask you to walk in this way. Or the knee, you know? Not... that. Because there is no time. You're here, boom. That needs to be. Now this is interesting. Because I had them here, so the double power was that. But now there needs to be a third one, and look here. So in Systema you don't use pressure point. But in the sense of when I press you there, he gets a heart attack in 3 days. It's stupid. It's stupid. It's stupid because if I want him to have a heart attack, I want to have him a heart attack now. Not in 3 days. Yeah, so in Systema you look at tension points. So if I hit here, there's tension coming. Tension coming. Tension. Yeah? So try. But don't show. If you start to move, all the movements you make have a direct effect on him. So every movement you make, and he is still like that, it's useless. Okay? Go. Because there are some people who miss too much information. Yeah, okay. Hold on. So, okay. A very interesting thing came up with those two. Look, the question was, Jörg was asking the question.
Die Frage war,
Is it only that you hit the tense muscle?
musst du nur, was gespannt ist, schlagen?
Or do you also hit the relaxed muscle?
Oder was entspannt ist, kannst du das auch sagen?
It depends.
Kommt drauf an.
Now, when I hit the tense muscle, there is happening something in this structure.
So, wo er gespannt ist, wenn ich ihn da schläge, dann ist seine Struktur ein bisschen anders. Dann passiert was.
So I tense.
Ich bin gespannt und dann macht er das.
No. There's space here, for example. But when I use this movement, so just this movement, the tension is here, but the relaxation is here.
Die Spannung ist da und Entspannung ist.
And then it comes to the different punching technique in Systema.
Dann ist es eine Frage der Schlagtechnik.
Yeah? You can use skin punch. Yeah? You can use muscle. And you can use the organ. That's different sound. Yeah? So when I push him here, now because there is no possibility for him to tense this muscle, it's easier for me to reach his kidney.
Dann kann ich
Nieren.
Nieren
Yeah.
treten.
Cool. So the kidney is there. So when I hit 45 degrees, he's going there. You always know when you hit the kidney.
Du weißt es immer, wenn du da stehst.
Because there is no sound.
Es gibt kein Geräusch.
Yeah. If you hit the stomach, so it's that. But when you hit the liver or the kidney, it's always, so the sound is going inward. That's why in the military, yeah, they always start from here, because you kill someone quite quickly without sound. When you don't, so really, boom, go there.
Ruhig umdrehen.
Yeah,
Ohne
ruhig.
Schreien.
Yeah, so you can hit tense muscle, but you also can hit a relaxed muscle, but you have to go through. And that's a difficult point, because when his muscle is relaxed, and I hit him with a muscle technique, then I only tense him up. Sometimes it's good.
Wenn da entspannt ist und ihn so in den Muskel schlägt, dann hat er wieder Spannung.
Ja.
Dann hat es keine Wirkung.
Yeah, muscle.
Aber durchschlagen.
Yeah? So use that inside. So if someone is tensing up, you can use the tension in the muscle, but you have to hit the muscle. Yeah. If someone is not tensed here, and your hand is, for example, here, and you want to hit him, it's stupid to hit because, but you can do it, but you have to use the organ. It's different. It is. I'm sorry. Yeah? So you can use skin. This is skin. Muscle. and organ. Organ you have to relax a bit more. It's a different sound. Yeah? So try. You can, we go to a different principle of structure destroying. You can do the Ryabko version, that means I hit them that hard that the whole structure is going. Oh.
Ja. Neue Prinzip.
Oh, yeah, sehr good. Yeah, so you can hit like Ryabko is doing one strike, that much power that the structure is going down.
Ein Schlag wie Rapko,
Ja.
dass man seine Struktur einfach in einen Schlag kaputt macht.
Or you can use the principle Vladimir, for example, is using more. That means a kind of physiological overload.
Seine Physiologie.
Overload.
Ja.
Yeah. Yeah. So what we are going to, he's grabbing me, but I try to tweak my hands free, like this. So he's grabbing me under. So before he is actually, so he's coming in, I grab his head.
Ich nehme seinen Kopf.
Yeah. But not like this, but like that. Just hitting.
Einfach schlagen.
It doesn't have to be two directions, but just that. On the moment you have this one, it's becoming a bit technical, but try to just this. That's one. Now this arm I'm just going to stretch. 1, 2. Yeah? From there I grab him. 1. That's the overload. Yeah? So the technique without grabbing is 1, 2, 3, 4, no. That, it doesn't need to be hard. It needs to be fast. He needs to think, fuck. Well, if he thinks of fuck, you know. So this is the technique. 1, stretch, 2, 3, 4. Try it. 1, 2,